Does this game have any extra added import in Denver and you guys?
I mean, just a bigger challenge, a big challenge for us. The reigning champs, and we look forward to matching up against this kind of level team. And of course, it's easier. It's just human nature. It's easier to get going for these kind of games, and especially in front of our fans. So it's going to be a good one tonight.
Jalen mentioned it the other game, but it's kind of at the point of the season where it's kind of the dog days and just don't get bored and everything. Stay consistent. Yeah. I guess what's the key? You've had a long NBA career already. Like, what's the key to this time to just kind of make sure you don't get bored of kind of the repetitiveness?
Yeah, I would say I agree. This is like the toughest part of the season up until the All-Star break, and then post that you kind of start to think about the postseason, and there's a smaller percent of games left. But I wouldn't say that about tonight. I would maybe say that about other nights, but tonight is not a boring or kind of that kind of night. No nights are boring, especially when we're at home. But this has a little extra, of course, and it's always fun and a great challenge to play against these kind of teams. And it's true. There's just some nights that we have to be mindful of that. We have to be mindful that we have to like mentally bring it, and because if we want to be a good team, we could just kind of go into it easy. But if we want to be a great team, then we have to make sure that we bring that mentality to every night, no matter who we're playing against.
What is the approach dealing with Jokic?
Try to stop him a little bit. You're not gonna. He's just not. He's that level of player. It's just you try to do as much as you can and try to stop him. And yeah, we'll see what we're capable of tonight. But he's one of the best, if not the best player in the league, and he's the best player in the league, and it's a big challenge for us.
You guys have been kind of messing around with different defenses. How much does that help in a situation like this with a player?
It definitely does. It definitely does. I think it makes us a little bit unpredictable on the defensive end, and it makes harder for the other team to kind of prepare for us, and we have so many options that we can go to defensively, which is credit to Joe and the coaching staff that we can give many looks to the opposite team, and yeah, we're going to try to do that. To be honest, to be completely honest, my focus is so low on that. My main focus the only focus really is to keep winning. If we're number one in the league, I think those things will kind of take care of itself. But I would say even the importance for me, comparing to maybe beginning of my career, it's so much lower now. It's cannot even compare it. So I know what my main goal is and what I'm here for. So. Again, as I've said before, if we just keep winning, those individual accolades will just kind of take care of itself.
Is this a game that is kind of a measuring stick for you guys against a team with a championship pedigree?
I don't know, measuring stick. I mean, we're number one in the league, regular season, but it's we always in the back of our minds we're okay, how we're going to match up with this team, how we're going to match up with that team. So it's just a good test for us, a good challenge for us. And to see how we match up against them, and that's it. But again, every game is going to be so different, and there's going to be adjustments and things like that. But as I said, it's really fun to go up against a great team like Denver.
And how's your body feeling at this point in the season?
It's feeling good, feeling great. I mean, of course, the medical staff is always on the more cautionary side of things, and understanding that we have to look at the big picture. But I'm feeling great and ready to go tonight.
This is kind of a random question, but Jokic for years now has sort of been perpetually extremely scratched up on his arms, more so than a lot of other bigs. I'm curious in your games against him if you've ever noticed yourself giving him one. You got one from Embiid the other night again. Have you ever noticed yourself accidentally giving him one of those?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I think just everybody tries to be super physical with him and kind of try to maintain him. That's why it happens. I mean, pretty much every player that's either a big or guard that's, you know, kind of, or even like anybody pretty much that has like extra attention on them usually have like scratched up, you know, hands, arms, all of that. I have one of the, I will show you guys, like this is for second season in my career. Everybody thinks it's like a surgery, but it was a scratch in the game, you know, so that's why I actually started wearing the sleeve, because it was all like bloody here. So we all get scratched up, but I agree. Jokic is his arms are always for some reason just red and like it's insane. So maybe he needs to start wearing some sleeves.
Yeah. Does that say anything about the difficulty of a guy to guard or to rebound against or whatever it may be?
Yeah. I think he just knows how to use his body really well, and it takes multiple guys to kind of keep him off the boards and maintain him, and he's so crafty that a lot of times you just lose him, and then you're like trying to grab him or something and try to get back into play because he's already making the next play and just spinning around you and doing all these things. So he's just a special player.
Kristaps is they do have a lot of weapons, but is there the fundamental thing is their screen and roll with Nikola and Jamal?
Sorry, what's the question?
I said they have a lot of weapons, but is their fundamental formation is screen and roll with Nikola and Jamal?
Yeah, of course. That's their main go-to. You know what they do and get the ball to the Joker, and then you know he's a mastermind and he just operates from wherever, and that's what you want to try to limit. You know, him getting those touches and him making the play and feeling good and feeling easy. So again, it's not something that's very easy to stop, but it's going to have to be a team effort.
Given the various stops of your career, to be 20-0 at home, can you just put into perspective how impressive that is?
Yeah, that's incredible. That's of course that's, you know, speaks about our team, but it almost speaks more about the atmosphere at the Garden, no? Because we're not playing to that level on the road. That just shows the type of energy and the type of energy we get from the fans and from playing at home and making those comebacks and hitting huge shots and just having fun out there. So I would say great job on our part, but even better, you know, the fans that are there every night.
Brian, can I ask one more? Okay.
I was just going to say, Jason has said, you mentioned that, the crowd, and what makes it so different? I mean, you see it coming in as an opponent, but being there and being a part of it.
Yeah, I think it's just you just cannot allow not to bring it every night. Playing in front of those kind of fans, like even when we're down, you know, we have been down, I don't know, 20 or 15 or something. We make a little run, we get a couple baskets, and the whole crowd is into it, and that's just like you feel this energy. You're like, come on, we have to get back in this game no matter what, and that just it really does work for us as players, you know, and I think that's why it's very important to finish, you know, very high in the league, or you know, if we can maintain that number one spot to get that home advantage.
Thank you.
Thanks.